Welcome to another episode of Double Damage. I am one of your DMs, Emily, and will the rest of the cast introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Jack. I play Phelan Huballer.
Hi, I'm Haley, and I play Brynja Leodon.
Hi, I'm Eduardo Doom, and I play Slim Pickens.
My name is Jacob Ingram, and I play Mayren Fellhorn.
Hey, my name's Michael, and I play Yukio Kitsu.
Hello, I'm Kyle Freeman, and I'm your second DM.
And I'm Kaz. I play Callanhad.
And I'm Kanye
And
West!
I'm Kanye West!
It took every ounce of my being not to say that.
All right. And picking up from where we left off, you all had managed to make it to the tower where the relic, the Flower of Life, was being held. Brynja turned out to be the chosen for that. And you are all currently leaving the tower.
I guess I'll go ahead and wait by the bottom of the elevator that Brynja was taken down, and kind of greet her at the door.
I'm gonna get in the elevator. I'm gonna sit down, and I'm gonna have a little cry time for myself, because I miss my mom really badly, and I'm gonna look at the little flower. And I'm going to hold it really tight. And I'm going to wait until the door opens.
Phelan is left. Phelan has left before the rest of the party. So he's pretty much just waiting at the entrance from whence they came. He has his hat down. And he's more so trying to hurry up and get the hell out of here.
Callanhad is carefully picking his way down the stairs.
Yukio's following.
Mayren is following.
Once you are all down the stairs and heading to exit the tower, you all see a carriage waiting for you.
Is it the same guy who dropped us off before, or is it a different person?
Different person. He looks much more professional, much more rich, I guess would be the word.
Regal.
Well, at least you don't have to walk.
I'm still gonna meet Brynja at the elevator door and just kind of, look at her and be like, you doing all right there, kid?
Yeah. I'm going to wipe away, some tears with, big kid arm tears, where you wipe from, the corner of your elbow all the way to your hand.
Hold on, I got something for that. And I reach in my pocket and I pull out, a handkerchief. Here, use this to clean yourself up a little bit.
Thanks.
Clean yourself up, you look filthy!
You garbage!
You're nasty.
You'll never be shit, Brynja! Know your place!
You're just like your
trash.
father! I don't know my father.
Too real.
Now I'm sad.
Brynja's gonna take it and she's gonna wipe her eyes with it, and then she's gonna give it back.
Oh, don't worry about it. Hold on to it.
She looks around and just stuffs it haphazardly in her bag. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Obtained.
Alright then, well, I think we got a new carriage somehow, but let's board up.
Okay.
Phelan's actually gonna approach the carriage driver. Is it already paid for?
The carriage driver is a older woman, and she gives a nod. Yes, the master has already paid for it.
Thank Christ. And he climbs right into the carriage.
I want to go stand outside the window of the carriage and just kind of stare down Thalen for a couple seconds.
Oh.
What's got you down so bad, cowboy?
He doesn't answer. He just pulls his hat down.
I guess I'll just go fuck myself then.
Hey, Cal, you ever seen him do something like that before?
Do what?
Be a little bitch.
Oh, every day of my life.
Alright, just make sure he's alright.
Can I actually have you roll perception real quick?
Yes, you
Oops.
can. All right.
Since you're right next to Thalen.
Right, perception. Boop. That's a 9. I don't see shit.
Yeah, as far as you know, he's just being broody and silent.
grump.
Yeah, he's being grumpy as far as you know.
What's
Fine. I'll be out here if you need me, I guess. All by myself.
Brynja's gonna climb up onto
I'm
the
all
top
alone.
of the cart, onto the roof.
Oh God, Kaz, please, I just need to hear
There's
Cal.
no one here
There you go.
besides me.
My problems have all gone. There's no one to deprive me.
But you
Gotta
gotta
have
have friends.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Stop singing!
Yeah. In response, though, Thalen just kind of waves his hand, like, "Yeah, okay."
Well, all aboard who's going aboard? Mayor and Yu-Gi-Oh! Any of you guys got any additional business here before we head out?
Well, not for me. I'm about ready to head out. It was a little too strange a series of events that just took place for me to consider staying around here.
And I don't have any business either.
Well, all right then. On the road, I guess. God, everything's so tense.
All right.
Sing with me, Thalen. Can't wait to get on the road again.
All right then. Elaine is the last one to get on, giving a concerned glance towards Brynja, and then the carriage takes off.
So Brynja, I know it might be a little early, but what happened?
I'm on top of the cart, so I'm just like,
Sorry. Hey Brynja, I know it might be a little early though, but what happened?
I meet you halfway and put my head over the cart and like look into the cart with my hair like flying down,
Oh, my hair is out too. Just head out the window.
holding onto my flower crown. It was different. It was a field, and there was a little girl there. She was really nice. She made me this crown, and I like waved the crown with my hand.
It is very lovely, yes.
Does the crown? This is a DM question. Does the crown look like it's wilting at all?
No, it looks like it's perfectly conserved. Like it looks like it will stay like that forever.
Fuck yes. Absolutely amazing. She made me this crown,
And real quick,
and yeah.
it's made with forget-me-nots and poppies.
All these hoes forget me thoughts.
Did you say forget me thoughts?
Shout out to Young Gravy.
Gravy train.
Gravy.
It was weird. She seemed sad, but not. I don't know. She made me do a riddle. I'm not very good at riddles, so I just kind of stumbled through it, but
Well, as far as it seems, you didn't disappoint at all.
yeah.
Good job.
I got this thing, and I kind of waved the little rose clip like haphazardly, like it doesn't really mean all that much.
Are you waving this somewhere that, like, Mayron could see it?
It's just like in my hand. I'm literally
Yeah.
leaning over the cart.
Oh, okay.
And my head is just outside
Like-
of a window, just looking
Yeah,
up.
like
broke
I'm on
that,
the
I
roof
call
of the
dibs.
cart. I think it's
Mayron's
mine.
gonna reach down and grab his monocle. And he's gonna lean out. Excuse me, Brynja. Might I take a look at it?
Ooh, can I see the monocle before he looks at it?
Yeah, he's holding it up. It's pretty obvious. He's like holding it up with his words so that it's sort of like he's saying, I'm gonna figure out what this thing does for everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna recommend, Brynja, maybe, doesn't have to be now, but definitely before we get there, you should come back inside and we should take an honest to good look at that hair clip.
I don't know. I just like give Mayron like a side eye. I look towards
It
Slim.
makes you feel better, which I don't know if it does. I can take a look at it instead.
Yeah, that's better. And I flip back up onto the top of the cart.
I can't tell if that was a sarcastic, yeah, that's better, or an honest, yeah, that's better.
I don't know.
Make an insight check.
That's cold.
Making an insight check, cause fuck you, Jack.
Make an insight check.
That is a 9.
What does the forest look like around us? Has it changed in any way since we've gotten the flower clip, the rose clip?
It has. You notice that there actually seems to be a bit more life. You see some animals that you hadn't seen before. The grass is looking greener, and it looks as if the trees have actually gained a few more leaves.
Guys, it looks kind of different out here.
That's hokey.
I kind of just look out the window and start looking around. Well, how about that?
That's not normal, I don't think.
It's very interesting.
It's almost poetic. And so, Callahan, you know any good songs?
Sing a song, yes, a
Travel song when you've got to go somewhere.
Thalen looks annoyed.
We don't have the rights to this.
Is he allowed to say that? Like legally? Like legally? Legally?
No, I don't.
Oh, well. Can't blame the guy for trying. I feel like this is going to be a long trip home, full of many an awkward silence. And possibly someone's going to end up getting punched in the face before the trip's over.
Well, actually, research shows that when going backwards on a trip, because your brain is already familiar with the surroundings, the trip technically feels shorter. So,
If anybody's gonna be getting punched, it's gonna be you, I swear to God.
I'm about to say, oh, look, a volunteer.
Brynja flips her head down. We're punching somebody?
No, we're not.
not yet.
Prefer
I looked at
not.
Valen.
We'll
punching
call you
somebody?
down when it's time.
Maybe later.
Speaking of a trip seeming faster, a couple hours later, you all find yourselves back in front of the manor.
The fuck?
I told you.
That was a mega time skip.
But, I mean...
Mayron,
The
did you do
fuck?
this?
Mansion,
Uh-huh.
sweet mansion.
Did I do it? No. How would I do that? I don't know what the hell happened. I don't think it
That's
should work
hokey.
that way. I don't think it should work that way, but
Surprise, Yukio's actually just a time wizard. Oh fuck.
Time wizard.
He's just a time,
Time
wizard.
wizard.
The green frog did it.
We don't have the rights.
She doesn't have the range.
Doesn't have the rights.
You guys are gonna get this video demonetized.
Wait, we were monetized?
Hey, YouTube,
You guys are getting paid?
be kind. You guys are getting paid?
Alright. Back at the manor, Elaine quickly escorts you all back to the sitting
Fuck, I
room.
forgot Elaine was there too.
We just
Does
left
she
her
still
back
have
at the
the
tower.
print on her clothes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She still has the dent in her
Just
fucking
the
armor
dent.
from
Good.
the hooves.
Hey, in some countries,
Yeah.
that's lucky.
Well,
Yeah, man. It's good luck.
Alright. Anyway, you're all back in the sitting room with Lord Ravenwood and Lucius.
You know, it'd be really great meeting in somewhere that wasn't this sitting room for once, but, you know, that's just me.
Lord Ravenwood looks at you and says, "This sitting room is very comfortable, wouldn't you agree?"
Comfortable ain't the word I'd use for it.
I quite like it. I think the decor's very nice.
can we get on with this?
Yes. So, you have the item.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Lord Ravenwood stands from his chair, walks over to and extends one of his hands and says, "May I look at it?"
I look him up and down. I take off the flower crown. And I give him the flower crown.
Roll for sleight of hand?
God, you're a child. You're a child after my own heart.
Sleight of hand. 14.
Brynja's being kind of sneaky.
I know. I like it.
Lord Ravenwood takes the flower crown from your hand, looks at it, and mentions something doesn't feel right. For an item that is never wilting, it doesn't seem to feel right. Are you sure this is it?
It's magical. This is what I got.
Thalen, like the asshole he is, who wants to literally just go upstairs and not be around anybody right now, give him the fucking hair clip.
You always got to ruin our fun.
I take off the hair clip. I take off the hair clip,
Okay.
take back the flower crown, and I give him
He
the hair
hands-
clip and madly put my flower crown back on.
As he takes the clip, you notice him take a sharp breath in as he... Yes, this feels right. So tell me, was the trip dangerous? How was acquiring this item?
At least on our end of things, it wasn't that bad. We walked up some flight of stairs, I talked to some people, and then we were there.
Okay. Lord Ravenwood turns around and says, Lucius, would you mind taking a look at this item for me?
She gives a nod and takes the hair clip, looks towards Mayrin and Thalen, asking for the book and the monocle.
Thalen hands it over, no problem.
Are we just not gonna say anything about the bugbear and the goblins? Or are we just glossing that over?
Oh, please don't mention those fools again, because I'm gonna get an aneurysm all over again.
Then perish.
I fucking wish.
God, I wish that were me.
Mayron reaches down and grabs his monocle and pulls it out. If you'd like, I can use the monocle myself. It might be useful to know exactly how it works for future reference.
Lord Ravenwood gives a chuckle and says, Of course, friend. Gander all you'd like at the item.
I don't trust that.
I don't trust it either.
That was
I would-
hokey!
I
Is
will
it a
tell you
threat?
all everything I know.
Please do.
With that, he takes his monocle. He looks very proud of himself as he puts it over his eye and looks to the hair clip.
Brynja's just staring at Mayrin, super pissed.
Mayron sort of gives a little bit of a fascinated, aha. So, from what I'm seeing, just through the monocle alone, this artifact is capable of pooling a large amount of life into one individual, or partial life into a party. So, Brynja, it appears you may have found what could be considered a healing item of sorts.
I think it's my item.
Yes.
Lord
Your
Ravenwood
healing
cuts in. I think you'll find it's no one's item, as it will be swiftly destroyed.
Pardon?
I think you'll find that item belongs to no one after this is done. Like I said, all of these items are being taken away and destroyed.
Y'all forget that was the whole point of this mission. To find these items and give them up.
That is the plan. I mean, if we're going to be frank, Lord Ravenwood's being rather nice by letting us use these things on our actual trip to get them.
Well, if it helps you acquire the items faster, then I suppose some sacrifices can be made.
I take back the hair clip really quick.
So as you take the hair clip back, Lord Ravenwood gives you an interesting glance, one eyebrow raised, and asks, Lucius, have you managed to find the location of the next item before our friend took it?
She gives a nod and clears her throat. She seems a bit embarrassed with what she's about to say. It appears to be in a brothel in the next town.
In a what now?
A brothel.
In a brothel. Mayron, it's your lucky day.
Mayron?
Oh, here we go, boys and girls and other.
Why? That just sounds so perfectly placed. I think we should get going immediately.
Of
You
course
guys?
you do.
Lord Ravenwood, chuckling to himself, says, Mayron, I hope this makes up for the lack of brothel at my manor.
I forgot that was the thing you asked for.
It is,
You asked for what?
you know, Calenhad, it's really not important, but thank you, Lord Ravenwood. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Stocky Boy wanted to get his tip wet.
Don't thank me, I hardly put the item there. It's just fate this happened.
So what the hell is the item that we're looking for?
It appears to be some sort of jewelry, a bracelet perhaps. And it's located in a well-known brothel called the Serpent's Vice.
I know that one!
Great. Now that we got a name and a location, I'm done. And
Well-
Thalen turns on his heel and he starts to walk up the stairs.
What's got your panties in the twist, Phelan?
Doesn't answer.
If there wasn't stairs between us, I'd follow you. Consider yourself lucky.
Doesn't answer. He's fucking gone.
I'll
Well.
go up the steps to see Tallulah.
Yeah, I think if anything, we should count ourselves lucky that the little one is sick for this venture.
Yes. That'd probably be right.
Marin,
What
I'm
one?
gonna need to ask you to keep it in your pants at least until after we find the item.
Find the item.
Then we can pursue our own goals.
Oh, speaking of your little friend, she's fine. Her condition has stabilized, but I wouldn't see her. She's currently asleep.
Well, all right.
Mayron's eyebrows perk up a little bit, and he nods. All right. Wonderful.
Well then, you know where the item is. You know what your plan is. Let me know if I can help as ever, and good luck.
Well, thank you. Sir Ravenwood, quick question.
Yes?
By any chance, do you have any sort of lift or elevator within the confines of your manor?
No. Why?
Damn, I was trying to get a fast way to get Callahan up there to break down old cowboy's door.
I mean, I could go up the stairs, but there's no guarantee I won't fall to the floor.
Please don't. My floor is very expensive.
And I think it's quality enough where we shouldn't have to worry about it.
I'd hate to ruin such a lovely floor.
I'd hate to make you pay for ruining such a lovely floor.
And that's why I'm staying down here. Good try, Slim.
Well, honestly, I'm just trying to help him out, but
Don't worry, he can't stay upstairs forever.
he can. It's just what he's doing upstairs that just it don't sit right with me.
What is he doing?
What's he doing upstairs?
Well, let's just say he's ruining the one good arm he has. At least that's what Mara and I caught him doing the last time we...
That's a low blow!
To be fair, it was kind of hard to tell what he was doing, but it's obvious that something is up with him. I would not recommend prying. He doesn't seem to take very well to it.
It's at this point Lord Ravenwood now exits the room.
Hey, Slim.
See?
Question.
Answer.
Does the activity of question pertain to a box of some sort?
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Mara and I got a little glimpse of it when we visited him the first night we were here. I saw it again when we were camping out in the area when I went to go talk to him, and I think even Brynja caught a glimpse of it one time, and she brought it up a little bit when we were around the fire, when we were on the way over. But that's about it. So there's definitely a little box involved.
Interesting.
What's in
I
it?
thought he'd just keep tobacco in there.
Son of a bitch!
You rang?
Wrong son of a bitch. Thalen! He's gonna stomp off to stand at the bottom of the stairs and yell.
Curlers in hair,
Yeah.
rolling pin in hand.
Thalen, what are you up to right now?
I think we all know.
Just for clarification.
Drugs.
Enlighten us.
Don't look at me like that. Get your face away from my face.
Shit.
Get your face away from my face. Thalen has walked upstairs. The weight in his steps is probably similar to when he got back from the manor the first time. They're very heavy and hurried. But as soon as he reaches his door, he enters and he leans against the door and he starts to hyperventilate. And he's trying really hard to contain himself. And with shaky hands, he's going to reach into his duster, pull out that box, and after a couple tears slip, he's going to start setting up for his next dose of milk with a poppy.
Just as you do that, you hear a faint knock at your door.
It startles him. And he drops the box, and it clatters to the ground. Give me a minute. And
That's when you hear the angry yell downstairs.
fuck. Actually, I'm gonna roll perception to see if I can hear that. Yeah, I definitely can.
I'm very loud.
Yeah, I know. As soon as he hears the yell from Calenhad, he immediately starts freaking out, and he walks to the door, very shakily opens it. He doesn't open it all the way, but he peeks through just enough so you can see his face. Who's at the door?
You see Lord Ravenwood stood, not right out front of your door, but just in front of it.
We in trouble?
What?
I'd be careful with what you're doing if I were you. We wouldn't want any of your party to wind up hurt because you aren't able to help.
I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it long enough.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
I don't doubt that, but still, I need all of you at the best you can be.
And you'll have me. Am I dismissed?
Just remember that the lives of your friends are dependent on how well you can protect them.
They ain't my friends.
Don't let a vice like this stop you. And I'm sure over time you'll see them as your friends.
Cool. He just kind of gives Ravenwood a stare and then shuts the door again.
Okay. What are the rest of you up to?
Looking at Calenhad, yell at Thalen.
Yeah, just
Standing at the bottom
The
of the
stairs.
stairs, yelling at Thalen.
He will come back downstairs a little while later, but if anybody wants to get it at anything that they want to do first, I suggest you do it now.
I'll wait.
Hey, Marin.
Yeah.
He's too.
Well, this problem might have either amplified or resolved itself by my words. So how about you and I go, I don't know, go to the town, get something a little more appropriate for the next mission, you know.
Like condoms.
Yes.
Fantasy condoms.
Or a bath?
Might need a couple of things.
Put him in a chastity belt.
Anybody want to come with?
I'll wait.
Yukio's holding back. He's just like staring. Calenhad yell at Thalen. I can't miss this.
God damn it, Yukio. You know
God,
what?
I hope I live up to your expectations.
Let's wait, Marin, let's wait like 20 minutes. Because I'm actually also a little
No. Go on. You're all like, oh, let's go get some fantasy condoms, and now you want to.
Now you want to watch the
I
centaur.
never said fantasy condom.
God.
Hey, listen,
What?
man.
I'm listening.
Alright then, well.
Go on.
There's gotta be some, like, magical equivalent.
I mean, just
And I need
lambskin condoms.
Also nosy.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
This poor
Yeah,
man
leave my
with
guy
PTSD
alone.
alone.
So what?
Whatever.
So what? Mara wants to go to the brothel. That's his prerogative. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Hey, Slim saying like, yeah, let's go shopping. Let's go get some shit. Yeah.
Slim's with them. Slim's with them at least.
Alright, so Marin and Slim have a jolly old adventure.
Get out of here. Get me out of here right now.
Yeah, you're right now. Yeah, you.
Just lock arms and go skipping Wizard of Oz style.
God, there they go.
We're off to see the brothel.
Right.
Wonderful brother of
Go on.
So, Marin and Slim, you want to go and do what before the brothel?
We're just gonna peruse the town, you know?
Okay.
Boys' night.
Oh my god.
It's just a night with the
So
gang.
am I to assume that you two have wandered off into the twilight in the town to see what's about?
Get that city nightlife going, man.
Yeah.
I actually did want to go at least buy an outfit, but that was about it.
Okay.
So I mean, it's like no armor. It's just a standard like set of clothes.
Okay, so Slim and Mayrin are going up to town to buy some clothes and possibly condoms. What is everyone else doing?
I'm like, I've already said it enough. You don't need to ask me again.
Sorry, sheep gut protection.
Yuck.
Let's keep it.
Absolutely nasty.
What's Brynja doing before we get to this cool, like,
What is
Phelan had
Brynja doing?
content?
Bad.
Brynja's gonna go to Tallulah's room. She's gonna knock on the door. I'm gonna open it up. Is she okay in there?
Yeah, so into Lula's room, she's tucked in bed, all snuggled asleep.
Are any of the like items that we left by her beds like are they touched at all?
They've been sort of tidied to one side, but they're still there.
Okay. I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Walk in. Doop 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 doop. I'm gonna sit down on the ground, and I'm gonna write in my journal, in the best scrawling words that I can, that she can muster, about the whole thing and how, Seraphina reminded me of Tallulah, and I miss her, and I want her to come with us, but I understand. And I'm gonna rip it off, and I'll put it on the thing, and then take my little flower crown off. I'm gonna put it right in her little head. And then I'm gonna pat her.
Sorry, where did you put it? Did you put it on her head?
Oh, I'm gonna put my little crown on her head.
As you put the crown on her head and give her a little pat, she lets out a little cough and crawls up into a blanket a bit more.
My heart. I'm gonna back out of the room slowly. How far am I from Thalen?
From Thalen's room?
Yeah.
Not too far.
Go, boys.
Fuck.
2 or 3 rooms down.
I'm gonna go knock on Thalen's door.
Can you actually make a perception check for me, please?
Yeah.
Just before you do that,
Because he's trying to be as quiet.
as you are outside Thalen's room, there is a small, fine, like leather box just sat outside his door.
Oh. I'm gonna take that
More
box.
drugs.
Is there more drugs?
What do we have?
What is that?
Enabler.
What is that?
Yes.
What is that?
Is the box like wrapped
Yeah,
up,
hear
or
me?
is it? Can I open it?
Does Brynja not hear me yelling?
It's just a box. It's not wrapped. It's got a small latch
Can I
with no
open up?
lock.
Can I open up the little lid?
You can pop the lid if you'd like. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to look inside of it.
You open the lid and there are 6 small vials with a little handwritten note, and in perfect cursive is written, "If you have to do it, I want to make sure it's clean and safe."
Aww.
What
Oh.
an enabler. Bad.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say, what the
actually
fuck?
like.
I hate him even more now.
Bad.
What
Bad.
would Brynja know what that means? Huh.
Make me I'll say just a straight intelligence check to see if you know what's in the vials.
Oh.
Got this.
So that's a 11 with a -2 on that one. So that's a 9.
Dead.
It's really fancy milk. You've no idea.
It's really fancy milk.
Sick! I'm putting it in my bag.
I don't like that.
Oh,
So
are you?
Yep.
I thought you were gonna drink it for a
Snatched it.
second.
you just.
It's fancy milk.
You just take my
Brynja's
drugs?
taking it.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh fuck, dude, this is bad.
I don't
This is really
know.
bad.
They're drugs.
Dude, if she drinks
No,
one of
she has
those,
no idea.
if she drinks one of those, it's gonna be really bad.
I'm gonna
So you
take
slip it
I'm
into
gonna
your
put it in
bag.
my
None's
bag.
the wiser.
Mhm.
What a little
None the
thief.
Oh my
wiser.
god, dude, if she drinks that, she's gonna fucking die.
I'm gonna knock on Thalen's door.
I love this child.
Did you make that perception check?
Oh. Oh, nah, perception. That's an 11. I'm rolling really bad.
No, you got it. As you knock on his door, if you listen really closely, like, it takes you a second to actually hear it, but inside you can hear the clattering of glass and heavy, like, labored breathing. Like, hyperventilating.
Thalen? Thalen, come to the door.
you hear a bit more clattering, and then you hear heavy footsteps, and the door opens just enough for you to see his face. Like, barely enough.
What are you doing in there?
Why does it matter?
'Cause it matters.
Because it do.
I think it.
Are you gonna go check on Tallulah?
Not right now. Maybe later.
Do you even care about her?
Girl, I suggest you walk away from my door right now.
Why? Why? Huh?
If you don't want to get hurt, I suggest you walk away.
I'll look after her.
Fine. And he slams the door in your face.
I'm gonna punch the door.
Doesn't
Do I hurt the door at all? Do I put a hole in the door?
Stop putting holes in my house!
Feelings.
If I'm not allowed
I
to
put
go
a
through the floor, then you're not allowed to go through the door.
Britney's a child.
Bars. Ooh, bars.
If I punch the door, can I put a hole in it?
Make me a strength check.
Oh, hell yeah.
That makes me nervous.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh lord.
Just a straight strength? Or am I
Yeah, just
adding
straight
my punch to it?
Just make me a strength check.
Okay, that'd be a 17.
Oh my god.
There is a nice hole in that door. Like, just a nice, slightly larger than your fist, splintered everywhere.
God. Do we
I'm
hear
gonna
that
stare
downstairs?
at.
You're just staring at it.
It's a small cut on your middle knuckle.
Brynja!
Oh my god.
I'm gonna stare at Thalen right through that hole for a second, and I'm gonna walk away.
Heard you talking shit.
He has moved away from the door and is now sitting on the opposite side of the bed, with what it looks like his head is in his hand. You can see that the metal arm, is laying on the bed, kind of almost discarded, and you can barely see the end of the end of the box poking out from the other side of the bed.
I'm just gonna stare you down for a minute. I'm gonna walk away from you.
He is upset.
Down the steps. I'm done.
Alrighty then.
Wonderful.
I'm assuming Calenad is just sitting at the end of the stairs now.
And he's just standing there glaring up the stairs.
Just waiting.
Waiting.
The boy
Oh,
Cal's
he-
at the bottom. The fuck is that?
Yeah.
Oh, are you waiting for Thalen?
Yeah.
He's busy.
Yukio, what are you up to?
I have a glass of wine. I'm just sitting in a nice chair and watching.
He's watching the drama.
Give me this.
Wait, how do you drink? How do you drink through your mask?
Carefully.
He does it. It
Carefully.
spills down
With
the front.
skill.
He's got a straw.
Well, I mean, no one's
Bendy
looking,
straw.
so he kind of like slips the mask up a bit so his mouth's visible, and then he kind of steps a bit and slides it back down.
Like the straw.
As you're just sipping on your wine, watching all this happen, Lord Ravenwood passes you, now in full night attire with a small glass of neat whiskey, and raises it to tink you.
Yuki will raise his glass and cheers with him.
You tink, and Lord Ravenwood just wanders off through his mansion.
Fairly well.
Bye.
Is there, other than the main staircase, is there any other way down to the first floor?
No.
Shit.
You can't avoid me forever,
Fuck.
cowboy.
What time is it right now?
It's about dusk.
About dusk.
It's getting dark, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say Thalen kind of hangs out in his room. Now that there's a hole in his door, he's gonna hang his hat over that. But maybe a little later, kind of towards midnight, that kind of area, he's gonna leave the room in nothing. He doesn't have his arm on, hair's down, covering the face, wearing nothing but his pants, no shoes, no shirt, no service. And he's gonna head down the stairs and out towards the garden area.
You don't make it down the
Okay.
stairs because there's something
Oh, no, you
standing
don't.
at the bottom,
Oh, great.
glaring up at you.
Fucking wonderful.
In the darkness.
Hooray.
Get him.
Get it? Get it?
That's a new soundbite.
Thalen is kind of fiddling with one hand at the moment with a tobacco cigarette. And he's gonna make it about halfway down the stairs and look up. What?
We need to talk.
Oh, do we now?
Yeah.
Great. Not in the mood for it right now, pony boy.
That's too fucking bad.
You ain't gonna leave me alone till I do this, huh?
Nope. You should know me better than that.
Phelan kind of sighs. He scratches at the back of his neck. Fine. And he starts walking down the stairs, and he is on his way out to the garden area as well.
I follow him.
Great.
Is Yukio still...
Yukio also follows
I
him.
was about to ask, is Yukio still there?
Yeah, no, he's just right behind you guys at like a comfortable like distance.
Wonderful.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are you just like straight up?
Oh no, he's just strutting his shit. He's like right behind you guys.
This was more of a two-person conversation.
Oh no, now it's a 3-person conversation.
So be it.
Oh,
I have no qualms about it.
I do.
Bummer.
But Thalen, he's gonna make... Are there any, like, benches in the garden area?
not really. It's more of a decorative garden.
In that case, Thalen's just gonna lean against the wall, kind of away from the entrance to the garden, and light up his cigarette. He's gonna stay quiet. He has nothing to say right now.
The left side of your face is very warm.
Great, he's ignoring it as best as he can, because that's what he does best. He ignores things.
So, heard you're carrying that box around with you.
Yeah, what about it?
I thought you stopped, Thalen.
Well, it's out in the open, I didn't.
Cool. You're gonna stop. Again.
And why's that?
Because I'm not afraid to get your daughter involved in this.
Oh, shit.
You see him go stiff. And then he looks really angry. Don't you dare bring her up in this goddamn conversation. This ain't about her.
Oh, I think it involves more than just you fucking moron.
He turns his head away and he takes a really long drag. Please, don't tell her.
Then you have to stop.
I can't just quit cold turkey.
Then don't. I will oversee this then. But you're gonna stop.
Don't know if I can.
Bet.
He kind of like slinks down the wall so he can sit. And he's trying very desperately to hide himself behind his hair. That big mop of hair that he has.
You might have all these other people fooled. But you can't fool me. And I won't leave this alone. And judging by this one's appearance, and he points over to Yukio, I don't think he will either.
Great, now I got two of you nagging me.
Go on.
He's really enjoying this.
Dinner in the show, man.
Nice to know you're getting off on this, masked man.
Not getting off. But if you don't stop, and Cal doesn't convince you, I'll rip your other arm off.
Oh,
Shit.
I love it.
dang.
Oh my god.
¿Por qué no
What
los
if I
dos?
beat you to it, bud?
Oh, well, if you'll excuse me.
And then you'll have to explain it to Katuna. And I don't think you want to have that conversation.
What did I just say about bringing her up?
She's involved in this.
She don't gotta be.
I think it's too late for that now. You should have thought of that before you picked this up again.
And, No, you guys are looking directly at him.
Yeah.
No, you guys are looking directly at him.
Boring holes through your head
Yeah.
with my eyes.
He is shaking.
Oh yeah.
He is trying really hard to keep his composure, but his hand that's holding the cigarette is shaking really hard.
Cool. Calenhad's gonna, kneel down. He's still very tall. But he's gonna, pat you on the head a few times. And go, this doesn't have to be this hard.
He doesn't say anything.
Fine. Say nothing. But this is going to happen, whether you like it or not. So you could either work with us, or Yukio could rip your other arm off.
Yukio will raise his glass, acknowledging
Cheers,
that.
I'll drink to that, bro.
I'm just gonna point back to him. not just making a dead eye contact with Thalen and just pointing back to Yukio.
Thalen actually, looks up at Callahan. He's crying. He is very upset. I only use it when I need it.
Oh.
Ain't that often. Not as often as it used to be.
Cool. That's not what we're going for here. Now, you can keep using it, but it's going to be less and less likely until you don't need it.
He takes another drag of his cigarette. You see that little girl at the tower? You saw her, right?
I believe so.
She looked familiar to you.
Oh, is this what that's about? Yes, I do recognize what she looks like. But it wasn't her.
I just needed to forget, man. That's all I wanted. Just a couple moments of fucking silence.
Bummer. You have to live with it, just like the rest of us.
He takes another drag of his cigarette. Fine. I just really want to see my kid, man.
I'm sure she misses you.
I hope so.
Anyway, now that that's all over.
How dare you guys make me fucking feel emotions?
Told you, Thalen's more than just a grumpy old man. He's got PTSD, he's got issues.
As if Marin cares.
Callahan just knows how to talk, dude.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm glad I left the talking to
Yeah.
Callahan.
And, Thalen wipes his eyes a little bit. And, very slightly does he lean over towards Callahan. Just very slightly.
Almost imperceptible.
Yeah. Yeah. If it weren't for the fact that you could feel him, you could feel him on you, you wouldn't know, he's there. He needs some support, my man.
No, yeah. Callahan's gonna stand up and offer his hand down to pull Thalen to his feet.
And, hesitantly, Thalen does accept. Smack. Grabs it. Hoists himself up off the floor.
And then Callahan turns back to Yuki and go, "You didn't see that. You saw nothing."
I saw nothing tonight, don't worry.
Much appreciated. This stays between the three of us.
And, Thalen silently is gonna put the cigarette in the corner of his mouth and reach a hand out towards Yukio for a handshake. As a promise, please do not fucking say anything to anybody.
Yukio will probably do him one better. He'll take his hand and then pull him towards for an embrace.
Ooh.
We got bro hugs going. The one-handed hug.
Damn.
We out here feeling and things.
Thalen looks, he kind of, oh my god, dear diary, I'm a stroke victim today. I'm so shook. Thalen goes stiff in your embrace, and then as if a light switch is flipped, he just starts crying.
Oh, look what you've done.
Yukio motions over to Cal and he's like, get in on this.
Come here,
Oh
get
my
in
God.
on this.
This
Such
never
a
happened.
bro moment.
And he leans down.
I've got a reputation to uphold.
We all do. But we're here for each other. Never forget that.
Damn.
Souls lore.
Dark Souls
I
lore.
said stop making me feel.
I
Yeah.
am here for this, bro team.
Yes, I'm here for it. Yeah, but Thalen, eventually he pushes himself away and he's like, "Now look at me," and he wipes at his eyes, and he pulls his hair back out of his face. As he does that, you can see every single scar that is just littered on his body, especially the 3 on his neck that he usually covers with his bandana. But he pulls his hair back, kind of swipes it to one side, and he smiles. Just a little. Just a little.
Okay, so whilst we got the bro team in the garden, Slim and Mayron, the brothel team, what are you up to right now on your
Team Bro and Team Bro
on your
They're
crawl through the night?
Team Bro and Team Ho.
Well,
Team Bro and Team Ho!
as the bros peruse through the streets, the nightlife, he's looking at Marin's looking around, and he looks over. Slim, I've always been brought up, taught to believe that you're supposed to save money, but now that I have so much, I'm very tempted to spend it all.
I mean, you can. I splurged a good amount on several goods before we left, but I feel like all that's gone to shit now with that new toy that Brynja got.
Well,
Here I was buying health potions for the party, and now we just have a stick that does it for us. So
perhaps you can sell them. Get a little bit of a return on some of what you spent, and then we can really have some fun. There are a couple of things of, actual importance I'd like to get. For instance, don't know if you've seen me or not, but I'm not exactly the most resilient individual. So I was thinking I'd go out and buy some proper armor. Something to keep myself safe.
look, I'm fine with that, but we need to go get you some proper digs. Like, look at just he kind of just Slim puts his arms down, motions himself like the suit he's wearing, and then you can still see like the leather armor underneath. But you can be protected, but still look real good. And for you, my friend, I think I might have something right up your alley.
All right. I'll do that. And I was thinking while we're out here, I saw when me and Yukio were walking around a couple of really nice looking jewelers. Let's say we go and pick ourselves up some brand new flair to our outfits, yes?
You know what? Throwing a few drinks on top of that, and I think we have ourselves a good night.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay,
And
so
away we go.
wandering about the town, there are lots of things going on. There's a lot of nightlife in this town. As soon as dusk falls, lots of markets open up in any sort of space that will accommodate them. There's lots of people traffic. The smell of ale and the slight smell of vomit through the streets is quite strong. What are you looking for in particular?
Well, for me, the first thing I'm going to do is try and find myself an armorer that is selling any sort of medium armor.
Okay, make me a perception check. See if you can see any armorers about. Go for
AI
it.
system, since I'm rubbing around with him.
Yes.
So that means I get advantage, right? It's a 16. It's a 13, and perception. Perception. That's a +1.
17.
So,
Okay, so
17.
wandering around, you get to the second level of the city, and there are one or two armor vendors. This late at night, you won't find many people selling weapons and armors. Well, it's nighttime. Most of the main shops are closed.
Well, no matter. We can probably come around in the morning and pick something up.
I mean, it's up to you, man. Your money on this one.
Most certainly. So, does that... What about, things like jewelers and stuff? Is the less practical, more showman type stuff?
In
Does that count as
terms
well, or
of
is there- am I
fanciful
able to pick
items,
up
there's
as well?
lots of them for sale. Lots of drunk punters will buy shiny, nice things with the money they don't have. There are plenty of jewelers and fine clothing stores.
Right up my alley. Shall we?
We shall.
And let's go. We're gonna go up to whatever looks like to be like the nicest, like suitery and I guess haberdashery.
Okay,
Nicest.
wandering around, there's it's not a haberdashery per se. It's more of a large stall with silk coverings, showing off many different fine dresses and fine doublets, suits made of silks, and the odd bit of jewelry. They seem to be focused more on clothing.
All right, now, Marin, hear me out. I'm already wearing the full white, striped suit here, but I think a nice black suit would give you a red undershirt, put a nice blood red bow tie on it, give you a rose. I think you'll be ready for that brothel tomorrow.
Well, I like that. It's been a long time since I've worn a suit, but I also think it might be nice to move forward towards something that's fashionable as well. Like, we can get the suit, sure, but I'd also like maybe something a little more, I suppose, practical with the clothes that I'll be wearing, or the armor I'll be wearing after I buy it. You know what I mean?
I see what you're talking about.
So
yeah, some a little baggier, can wear the armor underneath, or can even be worn under the armor. Breathable, nothing too baggy, but yet still comfortable.
right.
Sorry, Jack. I know.
All
it's
right.
kinda
Well,
annoying
I'm
to
gonna
hear me,
go peruse for
like,
just
clear
that
my throat every
in
now
the stall
and then,
and
so thank you for doing this.
talk to the whoever is manning.
Manning the store is a fine old gnomish man.
Just gonna walk in, all appearing like I'm all important, just walking on in, looking around left and right at the different.
Hello, sir. Can I help you?
Yes. Well, good day, my good sir. I'm here trying to procure some rather dashing threads for my friend back here. Hasn't really worn formal wear in a good period of time, and I think I'm trying to...
I tell you, you've come to the right place. We're the only stall in this city that will sell clothes of this quality, this late at night, I tell you. Now, who's your friend you're looking clothes for?
Well, we are lucky. I kind of step aside and present Marin. May I present the canvas?
Scrawny gith-looking motherfucker walks up.
Fu Manchu having.
Yeah, and he does a very light courteous.
Pickle chin ass boy.
Yeah, boy, I'm really about to get you. No, he does a very courteous bow.
Hello.
sir.
What sort of clothing are you looking for tonight, then,
Well, as I was explaining with my friend here, the first thing I'd like to look into getting is some formal wear. Something nice. We're going to be going a town over for a little bit of a social event, you could say. And I'd like to make sure that I'm presentable for it. So we were thinking
Okay,
some
what sort of fabrics would you like? We've got different silk fabrics from the people at Goldcrest and Greenflower and Ravenwood, or we've got more velvety types from Oar's Rest and Seeker Keep. What would you like?
I kind of lean over to Marin. Silks breathe better. I definitely recommend those.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You feel nicer too.
Okay,
I'll go silk.
silk.
Silk will be my
We've got a
favorite.
fine selection of silk items. Are you looking for something more tight-fitting or loose?
Let the dick breathe.
For the formal wear, I suppose tight-fitting would work, seeing as I'm not exactly the bulkiest of
Pretty
figures.
woman.
The gnomish man sort of strokes the little goatee that he's got on his chin.
We don't have the rights for it.
You're gonna get demonetized! Oh, dang!
The gnomish man strokes the little beard in his chin and says, I'll have a look for you now. Starts rummaging through some of the boxes under his stool to find some clothes that would fit you best. And he pulls up, I'm not a gnelf. I'm not a gnoblin. Anyway. Anyway.
I hate it. Let him talk.
He pulls out a few different selections of suits, all similar sort of style, tight-fitting formal wear. One is a green suit with gold trimming, one is more black with sort of purple trimmings, and one is mostly gold and sort of a good split between gold and white. Would any of these take your fancy, sir?
Mayrin's eyes lock onto that black with the purple trimmings.
Ooh, I see what you're looking at, and you know what? I approve.
Yes, that is a fine suit
Such a
indeed,
beautiful color.
made from silk from Ravenwood, you know. So, would you like to buy?
Well, I say, get it tailored up
Okay,
nice
then
and well.
come
and
on,
I think
come
that's
sit down.
all
He
right.
produces a stool from underneath his stall again, unfolding it, putting it together. Sit here. Let me get your measurements.
Certainly.
Hey,
Maybe
Marin,
go to the
while you're here getting yourself acquainted, I think I saw one more, a little less high-end shop across the street there. I need to go pick up some rugged materials for a piece I'm working on.
Certainly, I'll be here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk across. I'll be right over. And I kind of walk off, trying to find a less fancy.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
Whee! Oh, I dropped my dice on the floor.
Confirmed for the new season of
Yes.
RuPaul's Drag Race. He's going to buy stuff to make his gear.
Project Runway.
That was actually a really good roll.
I did.
You said in perception?
A 17.
That is a 17.
Okay, yeah, looking around, there are a couple other clothing stores. Not as much variety in the fabric as the one you were just at, but lots of different styles of clothes for sure.
I'd look for something a little more like Western, I guess, in style. Like I'm looking for dusters, cowboy hats. That
Yeah,
kind of deal.
there is one shop selling odd bits of clothing, nothing that seems to particularly match, but looks like it could make an outfit.
Perfect. I'm gonna grab a black cowboy hat, like a really dark brown duster, some jeans,
Wrangler?
and
Is the cowboy hat Gucci?
yes, actually,
Wrangler on my booty.
pretty much. I'm trying to come up with an outfit that looks really close to what Marin wears on a not Marin,
Okay.
what Thalen wears on a.
You
daily
find
basis.
something matching a similar look. Wearing it's more like cowhide, a brown kind of color, not a fine leather, but it's a look.
Callahan's gonna buy a cowboy hat.
That's certainly a look.
I'm gonna go and you go to the front and excuse me, how much
All
for this,
those I'd
assortment of
say
items?
250 gold.
250 gold. I'm
Taylor,
sorry,
it's a
but
luxury that
these are
few
just-
can afford. Damn right.
These are just pieces of fabrics and stuff like that I'm gonna be using for later. I mean, 250 seems like pretty hefty. As you can see, I'm thoroughly not
I
intoxicated.
tell you
tonight,
what, as
so
soon as
I'm
you
gonna
can
give you a better
find
number.
somewhere else selling those items at this time of night, then I'll knock the price off.
Understandable. Have a good day.
And
Okay, make a
100
persuasion
gold,
check.
and if I can, I would like to make a persuasion check. I'm good at these. I'm good at these. 23.
He looks at you with a
14 plus
scowl across his face. 150. He reaches
You
out.
got a deal.
He reaches out for the money. He takes the money. Well, have a good day then. He throws it to the side and sits back in his chair. Clearly not happy with that deal.
Have a good night. As I walk out, some guy looks at me and goes, and walk out.
What a prick.
Okay, I'm a.
And
Yeah.
I'll quickly stow it in my bag.
Okay, you walk back to Marin, and the little gnome man is just making some adjustments to the black suit that Marin liked to sort of fit his frame a bit better. I'm almost done with it. Give me a few more minutes. As he hastily sews.
Oh, by all means. Marin, I'm excited for you.
I'm excited for myself, Slim.
About to take you from a 6 all the way to an 8. Let's do it.
You're so generous. I would have rated myself above a 3, for God's sakes.
Oh, come on now. I ain't that drunk yet.
Dang! Wrecked.
It's at that point you
Mayrin gets his ass opened.
hear a quick
Aha!
and the gnome man looks at you, Marin, and says, "It's done." Now, I do warn you, items of this value at this time of day are not cheap.
Well, luckily for you, I'm looking to splurge. Let's hear the
like
price.
the smooth jazz Mayrin that we have going on. I don't like
I
this smooth jazz
love it.
Mayrin that we have. It's
I
uncomfortable for me.
love it.
I'm
Wow.
a huge fan. I'm a huge
The gnomish
Oh, no,
man
I'm loving this
looks
so
at the
much.
clothing item, looks back to you, looks back at the clothing item and says, "Well, it is 1,000 gold pieces."
Okay, so looking to splurge was a little generous.
No. I put a hand on Marin's shoulder. No, Marin. I think you're 100% right. We are looking to splurge. We ain't looking to get robbed is the problem. Now, listen here. It's a nice suit, and it honestly, the work you've done here is beautiful. But I think maybe something around the ballpark of, say, 800 gold.
I'm not too sure. It's very difficult to make a living out of clothes this fine at this time of night, you know.
Oh, trust me. I know. But how about this?
Just bought a cowboy.
We make it 800,
No.
and I promise you several repeat visits because, as you can see, and I kind of point to my outfit. These things are going to need some repairing eventually, and I'm going to need a few new outfits coming up in the future.
I don't make investments for the future. I make my money now.
You mentioned that it is the time of day, very much so. Would I be able to come in later and pick it up for a discounted price?
Later, there's no room to open up during the day. I can only open this door during the night.
I see. It's one of the stalls, yeah. You're right. Shit.
I don't know. I still think 800 is a mighty fair price. I mean, and if I can do a better job persuading you.
Go on,
just
make me a
let me know.
persuasion check.
Keyword.
Fine, do it.
Keyword.
I know you won't.
You fucking know I want to.
I can hate you so much.
25?
I hate high charisma characters so
Beautiful.
much.
Fucking excellent.
Did I mention that the bard is a bard?
Well, I guess 800 is better than nothing. Fine. 800 it is. He folds up the clothes, wraps it in a nice paper bag, a little bow on it, stamps it with a crest, and hands it to you with a handout expecting gold.
Oh, and does Mayrin deliver? Of course he does. He reaches down and, with the most smug look that this fucker has ever given, drops all that gold in his hand. He looks over to Slim.
Like that look.
That was the single greatest thing I've ever done. This is the greatest purchase of my life.
Well, I think I'm not going to be the only one appreciating
That's
that. outfit
adorable.
tomorrow.
As the little
Mayrin
gnome
feeling
man
good about
takes
himself.
the money, he looks at you, Slim, and says, "Well, gnome man,
No, man.
if you do come back to my stall again at a different night, I'd be happy to sell you clothes at a reasonable price."
And you'll be sure I will.
The gnome has the wares if you have the coin.
Do you make 3-piece suits for a horse?
Okay, Slim Mayrin, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Ignored. Guess I'll die.
Apart
so I
from
have,
buy
what,
your
200
whoring clothes.
gold now? Yeah.
To buy your whoring clothes. Ooh. Now we're on to the RuPaul
I thought
Drag
that's
Race
what he just
stuff.
bought.
Jesus Christ.
I say we go to the local tavern, spend 5 gold each on some drinks, and then head on back in a really good mood.
One stop along the way. We can do that.
Alright.
Yes.
One stop it is.
Mayrin is going to go to one of
Okay.
the jewelers that he saw.
It's not the same gnome, no.
The same gnome was also the jeweler.
Oh, hello! No.
Welcome back! Oh, shit.
Yeah, walking
Alright.
through, there is
Return
a
business.
considerably long stand with lots of glass casings with different rings and different necklaces, bracelets, all sorts of bits and bobs.
Yes, this looks nice. This looks very
Said
nice.
I crave.
What do you think? What do you think?
Ignored.
What do you think, Slim?
Honestly, the gems and whatnot, I always liked them, but they've never looked good on me. But you know what? To each go their own.
I'm going to approach whoever is
Managing this stall is a Lady Dragonborn.
Fucking
I
of
look at
course
Marin.
it is.
I look at Marin. Let me know if you want me to persuade her. of
Oh my
anything,
God.
and, you have yourself a
Slim,
good
the
time.
best wingman confirmed. Oh lordy.
Mm-hmm.
Best wingman.
That's my guy.
Just point at me if you need me, and I kind of go off and start, looking at the shelves and start perusing.
Hello, miss.
Hello, she says with a chipper accent, considering how late it is at night. How can I help you?
I was looking to purchase some jewelry for tomorrow. I'm going to a little bit of a social event. I was thinking perhaps...
A social event? It's an event, all right.
We'll call it a social event. That's what we'll call it. I have about 150 gold to spend, and so I was thinking it might be nice to drop by and see what I can get for that sort of money.
A social event, and you need jewelry for it. Let me look. And she kind of turns her back on you and starts going through several boxes filled with different kinds of jewelry. After a few minutes, she comes back with a bracelet, a pendant, and a ring. Here we are. Each of these are about 150 apiece, but for a social gathering, either could work.
What are they again?
It is a bracelet that has a little bird on it, a ring that has an infinity symbol on it, and then a necklace that has sort of a tree of life on it.
Mayrin looks at them. I like that. These seem to be very high quality.
Of course, I only have the best.
I do like that. I'm torn. The bracelets have never been my style. Necklaces can be, but they're sort of hard to pull off with a suit, which is what I would like to do. So I might have to trend towards the ring. Might you have any cheaper rings? I might want to buy more than one, as in, 10. One for each finger.
Big Puff Daddy Marin! We need to get him a big-ass fur coat and a cane.
Puff Daddy Marin!
No, I love it.
So now we've got Puff Daddy Marin and Sugar Daddy Yu-Gi-Oh! Sugar Mama Brynja.
And Sugar Mama Brynja.
And I'm Kanye West!
She frowns a bit and goes back digging through the boxes. She produces around 4 more rings, and they look to be of a lower quality than the one with the infinity symbol, but they're decent rings. Unfortunately, the cheapest I have are around 50 gold apiece.
I'll take 4. 200 gold. Take it out and put it on the table. Give me them, please.
All right. With a grin, she grabs the gold and hands you the rings. Pleasure doing business with you. Please do come
Slim,
again.
you've created a monster.
Pleasure was all mine.
Good.
Is he out of money?
I have officially spent every dime that Lord Ravenwood has given me, and I am back to my starting gold of 25.
Sorry, Marin, can you just quickly read what Yukio's put in chat for me?
I forgot to ask you something.
Please, for the love of God!
Also, miss, before I go, might I have but a crumb of coochie, please?
Yes.
He doesn't say that.
I hate it.
Just
a crumb of the poochie.
That's all I'm looking for. No, Marin's gonna take his rings and instantly on his left hand, the hand that he typically uses to hold books, he puts on
his dinger.
One ring on, he puts on, one ring on each finger. Well, he's got 4, so everything but his thumb.
My. Now, ain't you looking fancy tonight?
Yes.
I gotta say, it's a really good look on you.
Trust me, I know.
Well, I say we go get the drinks, and, I'm paying, because after that excursion, I think you might barely have enough to, enjoy yourself tomorrow.
What? Oh, shit.
don't worry. I'm sure we can work something out with some of the local employees.
You gonna fuck this archaeologist? You gonna
Did I
gonna
fucking
make
say
out?
that?
I'm gonna fuck
you
this
gonna make out?
archaeologist.
Slim, I may have made a minor misjudgment in my spending habits.
Yeah.
Like Echo came off
I can
mute
tell.
for a minute and then went back.
Yes, I can. That's what I'm saying. Let me buy the drinks tonight, and we can contemplate this tomorrow.
I'm
We'll
sorry.
get you some coochie later.
Certainly. Yeah.
I'm sure that with a little bit of a fine wordplay, we can work something out.
Certainly, probably something like that. He's going to walk forward, and he's going, he's going to sort of follow suit with Slim wherever he decides to go. And the entire time, despite he does feel pretty shitty about what he's done, but god damn, do the rings look good. So he'll keep looking at them every once in a while, rolling his fingers, checking them out.
That's good, man.
That's adorable.
I'm walking to the nearest pub, buying 3 rounds of drinks for me and Marin before we head on back.
Okay. As you're sat in the pub, casually drinking, Marin, you feel your hand reaching for your book all the time. It just lets go of the glass and wants to read the book.
Uh-oh.
Dark Souls lore.
Marin, he's not really thinking much of it. It's normal for him to sort of fidget around, but after a little bit, he's going to realize, oh, this is kind of strange. I don't know why I feel so inclined to get this book. I'm going to. How much of my drinks? How much have I had to drink? Marin's
Out of the 3 rounds that Slim has got you, you're currently like good 3/4 of the way through your second.
Destroyed.
That's not. Is that enough to make me?
Make me a
If you're a
constitution
lightweight,
check.
yeah.
What's your constitution?
I'll make
Just
you-
straight,
Hi,
no
Marin.
modifiers. What you
Really
got?
well.
I knew him well.
Oh, you are fucking
2.
gone.
Yo, he's lost in the
Wasted.
sauce.
Oh god.
Lost in the sauce.
Marin is gonna be like rolling his fingers on the table for a second, checking out his rings. He's tapping them on the bar and everything. Slim. Despite the fact that I am once again broke, has been a very good night. And with that, he's gonna slide his hand down into his thing and just sort of absent-mindedly pull out the book.
Yes,
Wait, can I
straight
also roll to
constitution
see how
check, no
far gone
modifiers.
I am?
You are wasted as well. You are both
4.
lightweight.
Hey. Leave the fucking literature in the bag.
Just a
Let's
quick
go home.
out of character question, Mayron. Would you like me to do a voice for what you're about to read, or type it to you personally? Okay.
1 second.
We'll go
High or low?
Sure.
I say
high
hi. No.
then. Okay.
Say it out loud.
Mayron, you pull out the book. You open to a page, any page, it doesn't matter. And reading the runes inscribed upon, it says, Mayron, there is knowledge that I desire. You are to seek it out in the same town as your precious relic. If you do not do so, you will be getting no boons from me. At which point, the runes slowly begin to fade back into the paper.
Do I see the runes? Like, I thought I could read them, but do I just see any appear?
I don't know. If you can see them, you definitely can't read them.
Yeah. They come like, hey, I said, put the book away. You look like a fucking nerd.
With
Fucking
his ring tan, he
destroyed.
shuts it. with his ring tan, he's holding it in his ring tan and everything. He claps the book shut, the way you do, puts it back, turns to Slim. Yes, that's how. You're right.
And Slim's gonna finish the last bit of his drink. To the manor.
To the manor, right.
I'm gonna take the mug and just, I just want to be drunken idiots, one hand over each other, just swinging their glasses as they're stumbling through the street.
All right.
My boys.
Oh, lordy lord.
Team Ho is back on
Back
the way to the
upon
mansion.
the way to the mansion. Once more, Mayrin, the book again
Got great digs.
compels you to read it. Upon opening and looking, all that is said on one corner of one page is, "You have 24 hours." And with that,
Danger.
ladies and
Danger,
gentlemen,
Will Robinson.
we will end it.
Yay!
Yikes!
Can we keep playing?
Greetings, everyone. This is Eduardo Doom, the voice and creator of Slim Pickens. I just want to thank you all so much for joining us on this episode. And if you want to hear more of my eloquent self and my other companions, be sure to subscribe and stay up to date with our adventures. Also, social media links of the party are available in the description below. Thank you all again, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Double Damage.